Hello, I am Mary Gans, the very proud principal here at Falmouth High School. Welcome to our 2020-2021 Virtual Winter Sports Awards Night. We are here tonight to honor our student athletes, our coaches, and everyone else who helped make this a fun and successful athletic season. I extend a very special thank you to our parents, guardians, family members, and booster clubs. Without your time and support, we simply would not have the programs that we have. And a very special thank you as well to each one of you FHS Clippers. You not only work hard at being the best athlete you can be, but you work just as hard in the classroom as well. This year, we had 106 winter student athletes. 35 made the high honor roll, and 46 made the honor roll. That is an impressive 76%. You truly exemplify, all of you, what it means to be a Clipper. And this year in particular, more than ever before, you worked hard to follow all of the COVID-19 rules in your individual sports. You kept everyone safe and still had fun. Despite the many challenges the winter sports season presented, our varsity teams finished with an impressive overall record: 40 wins, 12 losses, and 2 ties, winning 3 league championships and finishing second in the other. In the Cape and Islands League tournaments, all 4 of our basketball and ice hockey teams went to the finals, with 2 teams winning the league tournament. So in a shortened season of COVID protocols, postponements, and rescheduling, the Clippers prevailed and completed a most successful season. I am so proud of all that you accomplished and how you persevered and prevailed under the most strenuous of circumstances. Congratulations to each and every one of you Clippers for a wonderful winter season. I will now turn the evening over to our athletic director, Kathleen Burke, who will take a few minutes to recognize some of the outstanding performances from this winter season. Thank you.
I'd like to welcome everyone to the Winter Sports Awards. Despite many challenges this winter sports season, our varsity teams finished with an amazing overall record of 40 wins, 12 losses, and 2 ties, winning 3 league championships and finishing second in the other. In the Cape and Islands League tournament, all 4 of our basketball and ice hockey teams went to the finals, with 2 teams winning the league tournament. So in a shortened season of COVID protocols, postponements, and rescheduling, the Clippers prevailed and finished a most successful season at both the team and individual levels. We will now take a few minutes to recognize some of the outstanding performances of this past winter season. Okay. First up is gymnastics. Head coach for gymnastics is Shaylee Paris. Falmouth competes as a cooperative team with Mashpee High School in the Cranberry League for gymnastics. Everyone, including the 3 team members from Falmouth, took extra care to follow the many protocols required of gymnastics. In addition to daily temperature checks and regular use of hand sanitizer, each gymnast got a spray of disinfectant on each foot before they entered the practice competition area. At this time, we'd like to recognize one member of the gymnastics team for her contributions this season. The Coaches Award for Gymnastics goes to Devlin Peters. Devlin is a sophomore. She always came to the gym with a positive attitude and was in great work ethic. She performed her best during competitions and was always cheering and encouraging to her teammates. Congratulations to the gymnastics team this past season. Next, we'd like to recognize the boys basketball team for their outstanding season. Head coach for the boys team is Mr. Paul Lundberg, and he was assisted this year by Ernie Holcomb and Todd Tinkham. The boys basketball team won 10 out of their last 13 games, all of them very close, and secured second place in the league. The team was able to secure home court advantage for all 3 games of the Cape and Islands tournament. Although they lost in the finals, the team had great success. 2 seniors were selected as all-stars by the coaches in the Cape and Islands League. First, senior Timothy Lang. Tim was a senior guard who led the team in scoring, averaging 14 points per game. His key 3-point shooting helped us win 9 of the last 11 games. Tim had a career high of 31 points in the first round of the Cape and Islands tournament. A second senior selected for All-Star recognition, Taylor Frye. Taylor was a senior guard who averaged 10 points per game. He aggressively attacked opposing teams' defenses and could hit the open jump shot. Taylor had a record high of 21 points versus Barnstable this season. And selected as an honorable mention from this year's boys varsity basketball team, senior Gerald Mahoney. Gerald was also a strong senior guard, averaging 10 points per game. He is a good perimeter shooter who could hit the mid-range or three-pointer. He had 21 points in one game in the Cape and Islands tournament. All right. In addition to all-star recognition, the league selects individual sportsmanship awards. For the varsity team, this sportsmanship award goes to senior Vincent Duffany. Vincent was a player who cared about his teammates. He always had a positive attitude, and his enthusiasm is contagious. From the junior varsity team, the individual sportsmanship award goes to Thomas Richardson. Thomas is a freshman, a hard worker who brought energy to practice every day. He was always vocal on game days, both on and off the court. And in addition to the All-Star and Sportsmanship Awards, each coach selects members of the team for Coaches Awards. From the varsity team, senior Tim Lang. Tim was a senior captain and a 3-year varsity player who was always vocal and worked hard at every practice, where he challenged his teammates to do the same. He was a leader and a role model on and off the court. Second Coaches Award goes to senior Sam Cavosa. Sam is very coachable. He's a very coachable senior forward. He brought toughness and energy to every game. Sam's determination to defend and rebound on every possession enabled us to win many exciting games. Boys basketball also selects 2 special awards each season. The first one is the J. Corey Award, and the recipient of the award this year is Michael Rose. Michael was a senior guard who always came to practice with a positive attitude and ready to work. He's a special teammate and a great athlete to coach. A new award this year is the David Creigton Award, and senior Julian Hendricks was selected for this honor. Julian is a 3-year varsity player and senior guard. He is competitive and plays hard all 32 minutes. Julian is a great teammate and fun to be around. From the junior varsity boys basketball team, Coaches Awards go to, first, sophomore Colby Fender. Colby was a sophomore captain forward who provided an ongoing presence on the court in practices and games. He was a stabilizing factor against pressure defenses in many games by season's end. And we also have 2 freshmen selected for Coaches Awards from the junior varsity team. First, Evan Hopman. Evan was a freshman guard and intellectual player who showed up every day, worked hard with a positive attitude, a true student of the game. Joining him for a Coaches Award is freshman Cole Gaudette, a freshman consistent player in practice and in games at both ends of the floor. Cole finished the year with 3 strong games versus Barnstable, DY, and Martha's Vineyard. Next, we'll recognize members of the boys ice hockey team. Boys ice hockey won the league championship again in the Cape and Islands League in the Atlantic Division of the Cape and Islands League. They finished with an overall record of 9-3-1. Head coach for the Clippers, Mr. Paul Moore, and he's assisted by Pete Tormey and Scott Crocker. Also volunteer coaches Vin Sangro, John Turner, and Dickie McAvoy. 6 players from the boys varsity hockey team were selected for all-star recognition this year. First, senior Stone Devlin. Stone was selected as a Cape and Islands All-Star, as well as the league's MVP. He is a 200-foot player who dominates with his speed. Stone has great hockey IQ with the ability to make players around him better. He is a leader on and off the ice. Also selected for All-Star recognition, senior Max McDonald. Max was a power forward who creates space for his teams. He is a physical presence with a blistering slap shot. He had his personal game season with 9 goals and 14 assists, accumulating 23 points. Senior Harry Hennessy, was also selected as a league all-star. Harry is a great skater who possesses a long stick that creates great scoring opportunities. He is a versatile player both at center and wing. Next all-star is junior Kyle Souza. Kyle is one of the best defensemen in the Cape and Islands League. He is a great puck mover and defends the net well. Kyle plays in all situations and played on both power play and man-down situations. Joining him is sophomore Jack Braga. Jack played goal this season. He is a sophomore, and this is his first time selected as an all-star. He is a big body with great technical and fundamental skills. Jack is a big game player who rises to the occasion when needed. And next all-star is freshman Christopher Shanahan. Chris is a freshman that often leads the team in minutes played. He was on our first power play and man-down lines. Chris displays high hockey IQ and is a great decision maker with the puck. In addition to the All-Stars, we also had a member of this year's team selected as an honorable mention, and that goes to junior Kevin Coyne. Kevin is a speedy center with a great set of hands and strong shot. He has an amazing attitude and is a team player. Kevin's versatility as a player, he played at wing and center. Okay, now for the sportsmanship awards for boys hockey. First award from the varsity team, junior Tom Peterson. Tommy suffered from a season-ending injury in the fourth game of the season. He was a former league all-star and a top performer on the team. Tommy continued to show up at every practice and game to support his team and teammates, a true leader on and off the ice. Selected from the junior varsity team for boys hockey is junior John Sullivan. John was a leader and liaison for the team between the coaching staff and players. His maturity showed and provided guidance for a younger team throughout the season. And now the coaches' awards from boys ice hockey. First, from the varsity, junior James Walden. James gave 110% at every practice and game. He has a tremendous attitude and great teammate. From the junior varsity boys hockey team, we have 3 coaches' awards winners. First, sophomore Nathan Hopwood. Nate's commitment to the team was unwavering this season, never missing a game or practice and completely supportive of his teammates. Next coach's award goes to sophomore Eric Shequin. Eric showed the most determination and improvement as a defenseman and team player. The next coach's award from the junior varsity team goes to sophomore Matthew Portensoso. Matt was the go-to forward all season. He was a leader both on and off the ice. We'll next move to girls ice hockey. An outstanding season, another league championship. They were the Cape and Islands League champions with a 11-1 regular season record. Head coach for the girls team is Brian Ferreira, and he is assisted by Tim Wakefield and Rory Morse. There were 4 players from the girls' ice hockey team selected as All-Stars this year. First, sophomore Ryann McDonald. This is Ryan's second year as an All-Star selection. She led our team in scoring and was the overall league leading scorer with 42 points. That included 24 goals, 18 assists. Her work ethic and skill level placed her among the top performers in all of Massachusetts. As one of the opposing coaches stated during the selection process, Ryann was hands down the most dominant offensive player in the league this year. Next All-Star from girls ice hockey, that honor goes to junior Samantha McKenzie. Samantha is a familiar name on the all-league team as this is her 3rd year being selected. She is a gifted goal scorer and has some of the best hands in the state. Sam's toughness was on display. She was hampered by a season-long injury, yet still managed to earn the respect of opposing players as well as coaches. And she was selected in a unanimous selection to the All-Star team. Next All-Star is sophomore Abby McDonald. This is the first year Abby was nominated and selected as an All-Star. She was asked to switch positions and was a natural in the transition from defense to offense. She was the second leading scorer on the team and is a tough and talented all-around player. The fourth All-Star for this year's girls ice hockey team. That honor goes to sophomore Tatum Cox. This is Tatum's first appearance on the All-Star roster. She was the third leading goal scorer and major reason for the team's success this season. In addition to the All-Stars, we had one player selected for honorable mention, and that goes to senior Abby Roman. Abby was the lone senior and captain of the team this year. Abby led her teammates on defense to an undefeated season. As a fifth-year player, Abby has always been counted on to be that consistent factor on defense. She has a great attitude and is always ready to work, a tribute that hasn't gone unnoticed. So in addition to the All-Star and sportsmanship awards, coaches also select players for Coaches Awards. 3 members of this year's girls hockey team was selected for that honor. And the Coaches Award, as defined by coaches, is an award presented to the player or players who show up every day with the right attitude, strive to improve, and always puts the team first. The 3 players selected by the coaches of our girls hockey team were, let's see, they are first sophomore Eliza Roman, sophomore Allison Underhill, and sophomore Caroline Sullivan. Just to finish these comments by the coaches, these players showed up every day, never complained, always rooted for their teammates, kept a positive attitude, and defined commitment this past season. Congratulations to all of the award winners from girls hockey. Final team to be recognized with the Winter Sports Awards today is girls basketball team. They finished with a very impressive 14-1 overall record, were league champions, and won all 3 games of the Cape and Islands tournament. Head coach for the Clippers for girls basketball is Mr. Bob Busher, and he's assisted by Coach Todd Oliveira and Larry Warner. 3 players from this year's team were selected as All-Stars by the league. First, senior Ariana Silvia. Ariana was the premier point guard in the Cape and Islands League as well as a top defender. She averaged 17 points, 7 assists, and 6 steals. She is a 3-year All-Star and was recognized as the league's MVP this year. Next senior to be selected as an All-Star, Lily Kraft. Lily was the best defender in the Cape and Islands League and held the top 2 scorers in the league to 2, 2, 4, and 4 points, and during the last 4 games. Really shut down the opponents. She is a leader on and off the court and averaged double digits points per game. And joining the 2 seniors as an All-Star this year, the honor goes to freshman Tish Blackwood. Tish was the most dominant interior player in the league. She averaged double digits in points and rebounds per game. Due to her extreme athleticism, she led the league in both rebounding and block shots. As a freshman, she was one of the most explosive and exciting players in the state. Selected as an honorable mention for girls basketball was freshman Teagan Lind. Teagan was the only freshman that started every game this season. She was relentless on the offensive glass and is in line to become a lead defensive stopper. She's a good shooter and good ball handler. And now the Sportsmanship Awards for girls basketball. First, from the varsity, senior Delia Martino. Delia is a highly respected as a teammate and as a competitor. She has always been a motivator, whether it's at practice or games. Her positive spirit and enthusiasm will be missed. From the junior varsity team, junior Emma Munroe was selected for the Individual Sportsmanship Award. Emma was a great leader for the team all 4 of the past 3 years. She's very unselfish, always has the best interest of her teammates over herself. She's always positive, treats opponents, coaches, teammates, and officials with the utmost respect. Coaches Awards from girls basketball. First, from the varsity. Senior Delia Martino. Delia is a senior leader that was a motivator throughout the season. She is always in the right position and knows what to do with the ball. Next Coaches Award goes to senior Caroline Koss. Caroline was a key element in our defensive scheme. Her athletic ability and understanding of the game made her a top defensive player against all teams. She also improved her scoring ability and showed true senior leadership. And the third Coaches Award goes to junior Anna Fernandez. Anna was the driving force on the team representing the underclassmen. She was always working hard and took a leadership role in making sure everyone was prepared on and off the court. Anna was a true team player, always doing whatever was asked for. From the junior varsity team, Coaches Award goes to freshman Jaylin Fernandez. Jaylin handles the ball well, is a very good shooter. She understands the game and was a key performer for the team. If she continues to work hard at her game, she'll be a consistent force in the future. Also selected from the junior varsity team, Juliana Dovek is a junior. Juliana was the anchor to our defense all this season. She has a knack for blocking shots. Anytime a player was beaten by their player all season, Julia was there to help and to stop the drive to the basket. And the final Coaches Award for girls basketball goes to sophomore Delia Roman. Julia is a tough player who's always in the right position. She consistently covered the other team's best perimeter shooter and was a strong rebounder for the team. Thank you for tuning in and watching our Winter Sports Awards to celebrate all of our athletes. After this program, as in the fall season, many of the coaches will set up a Zoom with their teams or schedule a team Zoom at another time to wrap up the season. Before you go, I have one quick announcement. The sophomore class is selling cardboard Clipper fans to fill the bleachers at home games. Since limited spectators are allowed this year, what better way to cheer on your favorite athletes than sending them your smiling face? It's easy. You fill out a form with your information and a clear photo of your face. You can drop it off or mail in the $10 to the main office. QR codes are available on flyers around the school. The link on the FHS Schoology page, and there's an example of the cutout on the sophomore class board. We will be taking orders for these cutouts for both the current Fall 2 season and into the spring season. Again, thank you for all of your help and support this past winter season.